Welcome to On Mac Development, conversations and tutorials on today's latest technology in Mac software, applications, programming, and development. You can access related resources, recommended reading, special offers, and more when you visit the On Mac Development Resource Center at informit.com/MacDEV Center.
Hi, I'm Diane Daniel, and I'm here with Kevin Avila. We're talking about guidelines for good audio and iPhone development, and you have some guidelines that you agreed to share with us.
Right. Basically, it's my feeling, and you hear a lot of the UI guys preach about this. That in my opinion, audio is very important to an app. Especially a game. It creates the immersive environment that your user's in, and much like telling a story, right? Like the user needs to be enveloped and lost, in this environment that you're in. Like the UI guys, I suggest, have your sounds professionally done if that's an option for you. Don't use your built-in mic and, record things because, that takes away from a lot of things. Professionally done sounds are great. At the very least, get, a high quality microphone or something like that if you're going to be, recording your own sounds. And think about audio like throughout your development process, right? It shouldn't be an afterthought, especially in games, right? Like you should, always think of, when you're looking at your app, right? Think of, where sounds could come in to help, right? Like much like you can now use core animation to animate something that happened and bring attention to something. So you want to do that with audio as well, right? Like where it would fit. You don't want gratuitous audio, but.
You gave some examples when we were talking earlier. What are some of those examples of where it really adds?
Well, it was if you're like say developing a first-person shooter game or like maybe a race car driving game or something like that. All the little objects in the world create sound, right? So if there's an enemy behind you, you can hear footsteps or equipment rattling or something. If you're in a racing game, right, like tires squeal and cars make sound, and so that's all very important, to get that in there. And I think done right. I think, and again, like in even something a non-game like a Twitter client or an email or push notifications, you can have custom little sounds, and it's all very important, in my opinion. I'm a little biased. I'm the audio guy. But
No, but any other guidelines, or especially for someone just starting out?
I would say, from a technical standpoint, on the iPhone, have all your media files the same sample rate, meaning like the same quality or whatever. Depending on what your output device is capable of, like if your speaker or Bluetooth or headphones or whatever you're using, all of that data has to be converted to the format, to play out that. And if all of your media files are in a different format, then the system has to create a whole bunch of converters to get that stuff right, which absolutely kills performance on the iPhone.
Okay.
So, do your users a favor and just package your media, the same, and you'll get huge, performance improvements by just doing a simple task like that.
That makes perfect sense. Anything else, or do you think we've covered it for people who are just coming to this? We don't want to scare them.
Right. I would just say, don't be overwhelmed by the framework. It doesn't bite. Just take an evening and just dig into it and learn it, and it's really not that bad.
Okay, good advice. Thank you for joining
All right,
us.
thank you.
Thanks for podcasting with us. Remember to visit the On Mac Dev Resource Center, where you can access recommended reading, special offers, and more at informit.com/MacDevCenter. Be sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss a single episode. Brought to you by Inform IT, the trusted technology learning source.